What starts as a routine shopping trip quickly spirals into a high-stakes theft investigation, one that raises serious questions about intent, timing, and truth. A woman walks out of a store with hundreds of dollars in merchandise, but claims she was going to pay. The officer isn't buying it. As tensions rise, conflicting stories begin to unravel, and what looks like a simple misunderstanding could actually be a coordinated scheme. Was this an innocent mistake or a calculated attempt to beat the system? And more importantly, when does suspicion become enough for an arrest? Stay with us, because this situation is about to escalate fast.
Walked out with?
How you walk out with?
Put your hands behind your back, please. Hey, do not pull. I'm going to put you in handcuffs, then we're going to investigate. Relax this hand. Hey, listen to me.
Oh my God,
listen
what is
to
going
me. While we investigate, I'll put you in handcuffs, and
why
if we're
are
wrong,
we doing this?
because
why am I getting
listen, you're pulling your hand.
But listen, sir.
No. You listen. First, put you in handcuffs. Make it safe for me. Then we look into the details. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Just because I put you in handcuffs doesn't mean you're getting charged. It means it gives me time to investigate the claim that you walked out with stuff we're not paying for. Okay?
Okay, we'll work it out for you. We're not just going to take you to jail. Give us a minute.
Police 797, dispatch 1 to 10. Can you stay 10-12? Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Police 510, caller advised under harmful cut off his finger and tried to hang himself and may try to run from LEO. Subject's going to be a blackmail, Bernard Ward, wearing a white tank top and shoes.
Take a seat right here on my phone.
What did I do wrong?
Just turn around, take a seat on my Where was that at?
What's up, man? Appreciate you.
Where's your buddy?
Right there. She don't even know what's going on. So
Well, she's saying that she's about to pay for all this stuff.
can't walk out without paying. It's just something they always use.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm just, hey, let me make sure. Let me look into this.
Yeah. So if you want to like stand right there where she can't see and just let her walk out just to make sure, like, hey, she didn't.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Is that her? Hey, Tari? Yes, that's her. Thank you.
What's your first name? Okay, here's the deal. I need you to pay attention to me, because every time I ask you a question, you respond. Hold on. You respond with a
It's shocking to me because
It is shocking, and it's unusual that people get put in handcuffs unless they're committing a crime. So we don't just do this, okay? So I need you to listen to me very carefully, okay? Because it's important that you listen. Because if you don't listen, you might miss something, and if you miss something, it could be bad for you. Does that make sense? What's your first name?
Tamika Wilson.
Spell it.
SHEMKA Wilson. WILOSON. Don't turn it off. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
We couldn't turn it off.
Don't do that.
I'm so sorry. We couldn't turn it off.
What do you mean you couldn't?
Because we don't have the key is in the girl's pocket.
Don't worry about the car. What did I just tell you a second ago? You need to listen to me, okay? Don't worry about what he's doing. All right? Spell your last name again.
Wilson. WILSON.
You ever been arrested before?
Yes, I have.
For what?
It's been a long time.
For what?
What you mean for? I'm
Okay,
just understanding, like,
So you've been arrested. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can... You listening? This is where I told you need to listen.
Can I see
This is
what
where
my-
I told you need to listen.
I'm
This
not-
is where I told
Okay.
you need to listen.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You need to listen to me. Because if you don't, it's not going to work out. You have the right to remain silent. Having these rights in mind, you want to talk to me about what's going on here today?
I want to know what's going on. We went shopping. I had to go shopping for my baby milk, and my friend was in there still paying for it, and I came out here because the car was still running, and I wanted to make sure the car was still okay. And she was in there paying for it.
You walked into business with your car still running?
Yes,
You know
because
that's
I can't.
You know that's how cars get stolen, right?
But I can't cut it off because I didn't have the key.
How is it running if you don't have the key?
It's a push to start button.
Yeah, but the key has to stay in the car car for.
Yeah, but it didn't. It was still in his pocket.
Whose pocket?
In my friend pocket, my boyfriend pocket.
Well, where's he at?
He's at the house.
Right.
But I was already
The car doesn't stay on unless the key is in the car.
It was already in the middle of. I was already in the middle of driving. It say no key like when you drive it. So when you turn the car off, it's gonna automatically just go off.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to call your boyfriend to come bring the key.
You just gonna have to do that. That's why I came to the car and just started putting stuff in the car because she was in the pants.
So whose groceries are these?
That's me and her groceries. It's not groceries, it's clothes and
Okay,
milk.
so whose merchandise is this?
It's me and hers.
So you're sharing. So is she paying for all of it? Did you guys split the bill?
We split. I sent some money to her cash out and we split in the bill.
So you're paying her through Cash App and she's paying for everything inside?
And her own car.
Alright, well I guess we'll find out.
How was your day?
How's my day? It's been extremely busy. I had to chase a burglar.
Sorry, got a lot of background. Wait for you guys to get here before we
This is happening.
tell you.
Now I got the rest of my squad up there
This is not
deal
no-
with juveniles.
Beef in the.
I'm hoping this doesn't turn into anything.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not.
just
It
a
doesn't
mistake.
like-
But the loss prevention officer said that you scanned items and didn't pay for them.
Huh? I scanned all my items. I didn't even. They rung us up. The people rung us up.
You didn't go through self-checkout?
No.
So she's indicated that came here together. They came here to buy all this merchandise. She cash apped her friend who's still inside, I guess, her half of the bill. And then because the car was running, she wanted to come out and start putting the groceries away. And I guess I don't know what's going on inside. But
How much is all this stuff?
It like came up to. Well, that was food stuff, my baby milk. But the clothes and stuff came up to like, I think like 400.
How do you know how much it all rang up as?
Well, I didn't know because I was just putting the bags in it.
she said they didn't go through self-checkout, that a customer.
Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I
Or,
did go through
employee
self-checkout for my milk. But she said, since we bringing up the clothes, you can go through can you go through self-checkout? And I did go through self-checkout. But I rung up everything.
So
I rung up it was only milk.
Right, but did you pay for it?
What do you mean did I pay for it?
You rang it up and you have to pay for it after that.
Yeah, I was gonna pay for it. We was gonna pay. That's the card that she was using. But it was 2 transactions.
Right. So
I had to wait till she finished with that one first, and then we was gonna. That's why I was still standing there.
So what that looks like to everybody in the world who doesn't steal is that when you go to self-checkout, bring a bunch of stuff out, and then without putting payment in, walk outside and start loading stuff in the car, that looks like stealing. That doesn't look like, but I'm going to go back in and pay. Sure.
I was gonna go back in, like after I put stuff in and make sure she was like.
But that's not
That
normal
doesn't
behavior.
at all make sense to anybody.
It's not normal behavior. The normal person
Well,
doesn't
I
do
was
that.
really just worried about my car.
So I call him on the phone. I go, "What you got?" And he says, "There's someone in the store who has stolen from Target before. What she does is she goes to self-checkout, scans stuff, and then bags it and leaves and never pays for the stuff."
I haven't been to Target in a minute.
Right. Well, I guess the last time you were, so
Yeah, I learned my
over a
lesson
minute
from that,
ago, they remember you. So then they're watching you, and they're like, "Looks like she's doing the same thing she got arrested for last time."
No, I'm not.
Well, that's what it looks like. You're bagging
I have a brand
stuff
new
up,
baby.
and then
Like, I'm not doing that. I just know my car was running hot, and she was.
so if this guy walks in there, and I get on his motorcycle and leave with it without his permission, and then when someone stops me, I go, "Well, I was gonna pay for it later." He's going, "Dude just stole my motorcycle." Well, he's not gonna be like, "Oh, he was gonna at some point offer me money for the motorcycle," because that's generally not how
But this is not how
transactions
I can
work.
put the bags back in. If it's that serious, you can put the bags back in the store and we can sit in the store. Like, I just wanted my car to be fine.
Before it's paid for.
Huh?
Before it's paid for, you wanted to load hundreds of dollars worth of baby
Because she was
clothes on
still
your
in
car.
this. I didn't
None
understand because she was still in the store. Like, it's
So
not like she's leaving or nothing because she's still in the store.
Yeah, but
This person that's walking out the store there?
she's not responsible for paying for all the stuff that you walk out of the store. Neither is the person that came out before that.
Yeah, she
And
wasn't with
and
us.
well, I'm gonna ask her. I go, hey, are you here paying? I'll ask her. And if she's like, yeah, I'm paying for all that stuff. Oh, okay. That changes the thing. But as of right now, what you're saying is completely different than the way pretty much everyone I know shops.
Okay, well, can you go get like?
I'm letting her finish her transaction. Because if she pays for everything without me talking to her, then we know that there's a good chance that she was. Are you just gonna call her and tell her, hey, tell them to pay for all this stuff? Okay, you're not allowed to dig in your purse. Okay.
Yeah.
She's watching me.
Okay.
She's on the phone.
Oh, she's talking to somebody.
What's going on over there?
She's just acting like, I think she's just probably scared to walk out.
Do you think that she... Did it look like she was going to try to do self-checkout also and then was interrupted by a team member? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but we just can't prove it, so we can really only prosecute her.
I gotcha. But she's not saying that... Is she saying anything about trying to pay for all the stuff that she walked out with?
I'm not even sure what she bought. I think she just burning time. Did they got anybody else in the car that's on the phone with her or something?
No, but she... her phone might be ringing in her purse. I don't know.
Yeah. So
let's go. I'm going to just go talk to her. Hey, I'm Officer Robinson. There's a car out here parked in a handicap spot. Was that you? Did you park a white SUV in a handicap parking spot?
Hi, how are you?
Did you drive a car here, or did you ride?
Yeah, I rode.
Okay, so someone else drove?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's a car out here parked in a handicap parking spot, and I thought...
The cow's not on it?
No.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, I was also looking at if you had a disability or something.
Oh, no, I said I rode it. I didn't say I drove it.
Are you all done? I'm with your friend outside. Have you paid for everything yet?
No,
Are you ready to
I'm
go?
not, no.
Okay, are you still working on that?
Yeah.
We'll save this one for last,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
What's wrong?
Well, your friend walked out with hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise that didn't pay for anything. So,
I mean, that's what we're doing now.
you're paying for what?
Yes, that's what. So what I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
How are you paying for all that stuff?
With a card. What do you mean?
Can you walk me through the process of how she walked outside with
I don't know
hundreds of
if
dollars
she walked outside because I was talking to him. So that's what I'm saying. I thought she was inside.
So what the information I got was that she walked up to a register, scanned a bunch of stuff, didn't pay for it, and then walked out.
How was that? Well, I don't know if I
Are,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
she is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So is
What items has not been purchased that she
I didn't say you.
I said that's
your
what
friend.
items has she purchased.
I got you.
Scanned.
Lots of baby formula and clothes.
That was with Vic. So she was dealing with that. So I don't know if that's what the lady in her.
That ain't got nothing to do with you?
No. That's
Okay.
something. That's what I'm like. I'm so.
I got you. So you got something else. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
make
like,
sure.
I'm so lost.
I got you. That's why I'm like, she's outside with other stuff.
Okay, well,
And you said you're trying to pay for stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying
that's
to
what I'm
figure
saying. I
out
was just calling her to come up
what
here.
stuff are you trying to pay for?
The clothes.
What clothes?
She was assuming she has the buggy, but I thought she
Okay.
was still in here. That's what I'm saying. I
Did it all
didn't know,
get
I'm not
scanned?
aware. Yes, everything. Yes.
So you scanned all the stuff,
Yeah.
and she walked out
So,
with
yeah. So the only thing should be in the buggy is our clothes.
clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, not baby formula.
No. I
Okay.
mean, unless she put it on the liquor stuff, but she purchased it. She did a wick for that, right? Yeah. That's what she did. She used wick.
No.
She did wick.
No.
Okay,
So
well, I don't know.
what it looks like may have happened is you scanned clothing items.
I was scanning her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she went over there
And
and
she went over there and scanned stuff. Okay. She didn't pay for any of it.
she knows she's never sleep. That's just the thing.
She didn't pay. She didn't give anything to Target in exchange for hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise. She just walked out with it. What that looks like.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
What's also problematic is when I go, "What are you paying for?" You go, "All the stuff." I go, "What
Yeah,
stuff?
that's what I'm like. Okay.
What are you paying for?"
Okay, yeah.
And if it's the stuff that he scanned and not the stuff that she scanned, then that's still stuff that she walked out with that you're not paying for.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm not aware.
her story is that you're paying for all of the
Yeah,
stuff
but I
that
didn't
she
know.
walked
Yeah,
out with.
she has her own card. I don't know.
Okay.
If like I don't know.
So she's supposed to pay for her stuff, and you're supposed to pay for your
Yeah,
stuff.
well, our clothes are together, but
I got you.
the baby formula stuff, that someone gave her the WIC card to go to the store to get that. So I don't know
I got
about
you.
WIC.
It's not your car out there.
No.
It's her.
No.
Okay.
That's my boyfriend.
Because there's also an issue with somebody. That's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She said
What did she say? What did she say now?
that it's her friend's car. She didn't go, it's her boyfriend's car. Which
Well,
kind of
then-
makes more sense. I got you. Do y'all
We're all
have a key?
together. I don't have a key.
Yeah. Well, it's turned off now. So, yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I didn't want her to flee in the car while she was being uncooperative with me.
Oh God.
So, yeah. So at some point, you got to figure that out. All right. I'll let
Okay.
you finish up here.
Can you bring the stuff back inside? I don't want no one to think anything with the bag. Like,
Yeah, we'll get that figured out.
yeah. 'Cause I
Okay.
don't want no problem like that.
All right. Cool. Thank you. All right. Here's what she is saying. And there is an associate with her. Apparently now they're having a hard time paying, and she's acting all nervous because what I expect is that they didn't have a way to pay. Now she's saying, "I don't know, my card's not going through," something like that.
Yeah.
However, the associate seemingly scanned a bunch of clothes, but never any formula. There's a ton of baby formula.
She did some self checkout.
So, and she's saying she wasn't trying to pay for
Right, exactly.
She's got her own stuff. So she's giving me the story that she's supposed to pay for everything, and she cash after her money, and she's not saying that. So based on all that and what you're saying, it sounds like she went to self-checkout, scanned a bunch of items, put them in the buggy. Also put the items that the associate scanned,
put some of those in there.
and is loading them in the car.
And walked out.
And either was waiting for her to run out and hop in the car and then take off.
Yeah, they do this all the time. Like, I can pull up their case in the system. I think her name is like Shakira. They've been apprehended at the other store a couple months ago. They got like 15,000. I don't think she was on it. We can look at it and see. But they do that all the time. They act like one's trying to pay and the other one walks out. But their case is like 15,000.
But then what happens? Does she then get in the car and they both leave with all the merchandise?
They was in it together, but it's just, you can't really prove on our end because she didn't walk out with it. Based on what y'all able to do, you know, that's kind of your best judgment. But,
all right. Are you not comfortable going out there?
Yeah, I can go out there and we can get the stuff.
Because I want to scan it all.
Yeah. And if you want me to show you like her information real fast on the computer, like this,
I not necessarily in that order, because what I don't want is for her to be trying to leave and me not know the status of the vehicle.
Because it's just y'all too.
We had more people that had to leave, but like if it looks like she's arrestable and she's not arrestable, I don't want to hold her, slow her down in any way. All right, I'm going to pull my car from over there over to here. Can you meet me over here in like a minute? Okay. You're just trying to pay for it, right?
Yes.
But it's already scanned?
Yeah, that's scanned. You scan them.
Right, so all you need to do is pay for it and we just give it to you over there.
My bank, and I just got off my bank account's closed, and that's why I was calling her. For her to come pay for it, but now that you walked in at the same time today.
Okay.
So now it's like a bit misunderstanding now.
Right.
So it's like now I'm trying to figure, is she being detained?
I got you. So she's under arrest.
Okay, so yeah, we need to go in and get this. Bring the
So you want to know what I think is happening?
What's going on?
I think that when you got customer service from here, you diverted your behavior while she loaded up the stuff, and then you're going to be like, well, hold on, and then you were going to get in the car and leave with her.
What do you mean?
I believe that she loaded up all the merchandise, and you were going to.
She didn't load up all the merchandise.
Yes, she did. She's got hundreds of dollars worth of stuff that wasn't paid for. And honestly, what I think was that your intention was to leave with her while there's.
Well, why was that? My intention was to leave with her. Why wouldn't I have stuffed out with her? I'm assuming she's still in. So what are you talking about?
If you want to argue it.
I'm not arguing.
I'm just telling you what I believe is that you were going to leave with her with all the stuff not paid for.
I'm
with
not
the
aware
ruse that something's wrong with my card. That's what you're saying.
Before you walked in here.
I got you. Right now, I didn't put you in handcuffs. I didn't go that route.
I know.
But that's what my gut tells me is happening.
No, it's
I got you. So, all the stuff that I seized out there, we're not bringing in yet. but it's all going to be returned to Target.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the reason that why would we need it here if you can't pay for it?
Because she left the building. I did not know she left the building. That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
And if I was going,
are you paying for it? Or if you are, then it's already scanned. Unless I'm misunderstanding.
She's trying to pay for it, but her card was recently hacked or something.
Right.
So she was trying to get her friend's card, so she could.
And I just literally started following her, and you walked up to me,
Pay for it on her friend's
and you
card.
telling me this, and that's all. It's like,
Right.
what's going on?
Well, what's going on is $1,400. Is any of that stuff still here?
That's what I'm.
All of it's in the car?
It was never living in the car. That's what I'm saying.
It's in the car. No, it ain't. It's in the car.
Okay, well, she should be in here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm telling you.
Maybe she should be. But she
That's
walked
what
out.
I'm saying.
She walked
I
out
didn't
with it
never
all
see her leave.
when
That's
it
why I
wasn't
just said
when it wasn't paid for. So basically, your friend walked out with $1,449.63. Oh, she has because we've arrested her before. So yeah. So I gotta go figure that stuff out before I can help you out with that stuff. Atari. It's $1,400 worth of merchandise that was scanned that is not paid for, and they're saying that ain't got nothing to do with the.
Say it ain't got nothing to do with her.
With the formula.
Okay.
It's closed, so I don't know what else is in there.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he's a deer in headlights. The cashier trying to help her. She's giving him a story that like my card got hacked. I'm trying to get the payment through or something like that.
Making up.
But I'm real close to believing that this is a ruse that she is also using. She's a suspect. I just not at the point to put her in handcuffs yet. But all right. Meanwhile, he's hanging out here in the sun. So let me. Please, because she's real close to being handcuffs also.
Is that your friend?
Right, that's the other half walking up to you.
Huh?
Got him.
What? No. I came to the, the car was running, so I came to the car. Where is he at? Oh. But take the, what happened? I don't know, because I was calling your shit's broken. That's what I'm trying to hack shit with. So, I had to wait. So I was calling you to tell you I need to use your card. And before I can even finish out your number, the guy walks up to the scene and says, "Hey, did you walk out with a bunch of, like, did your friend walk out with a?" No, actually he says, "It's a car parked out in the handicap spot." And I'm like, okay. Is the decaf not on it? And he's like, "But get the two. Well, the car. Get the two bags up out of there." I didn't know that. So what happened with the whip?
Okay, where are you going for?
Oh no, she just told me to.
Yeah, please don't remove things based on her direction.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well,
all right, so I got you. Yeah. So did anything get paid for?
No, the guys just told me to suspend it to see what's going on out here.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just so you can see what's up here, I've got tons of. I'm a dad. He's a dad. I got you. This ain't cheap. So what I'm looking at is $1,400 of stuff was scanned, and none of this was scanned. So, which means the total amount of things that were removed from the store is $1,400 plus all the stuff. So I've got loss prevention that's going to figure out how much all this is.
This was when, after you finished the transaction I wanted you to pay for it.
Right.
She told me to go to the computer. So she put the things on pause. So when she gave me the thing on pause, I came over there and helped you bag up. Then I came out here and I said, let me go get the number of the car was running. So I got the car. Simple as that. And I came out here. That was it. And I didn't like.
So what is it? So can she just pay for the WIC? Because she has the WIC card. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't understand.
No. What she's saying
That's
is you guys already talked about this. She's saying you have already agreed to pay for all this stuff. Silly, you forgot.
I didn't forget nothing. She has WIC.
Right.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
She said she already cashed out you money to pay for all this stuff.
She cashed out her half of the bill. And
For the clothes.
Yeah.
Not for this.
Oh,
this is not. That have nothing to do with this.
Right. So, no, but that's exactly the different thing than what she just said.
I'm not getting this.
Listen, clothes.
Right.
It's what
Right.
me and her discussed.
Right.
This has nothing to do
And
with me.
she already cashed out you for that.
The clothes.
What about the rope lights?
That has nothing.
And all this stuff.
That's the stuff that came with the clothes.
She said that you were paying for all this stuff. All of this.
Okay, you just be literal.
It was she still had the car in her hand, like.
Right.
She was paying for it.
Here's what it completely looks like to me.
Well, I'm sorry, and I just want to go feed my daughter, and if I can't go, I need to hurry up and just go to Publix or something to go do this week.
To Publix. We ain't going to Publix.
So here's what it looks like. Okay. You stole over $1,400 worth of stuff from Publix.
What?
In a poorly coordinated attempt. I'm sorry, I said Publix because she said Publix. From Target. So that's what it looks like. That's what I'm investigating. Okay. You've been respectful to me, which is why we're having a dialogue. Okay, and I'm treating this different. So than I would that if you were like, no, F you and all this stuff.
No.
So I mean, I'm communicating to let you know what we're going. And I'm also telling you what my suspicion is. That it's not normal for one person to walk out of the store.
And
with a lot of stuff.
I asked the people that worked in there. I said, "Did you see her?" They was like, they didn't even see her walk out. So I'm not understanding.
Well,
we were having
the guy you talked to either said he didn't because he didn't, or said he didn't
he didn't
because
see
he
her
knows
walk out.
that loss
And then,
prevention was watching you
and
guys.
then, listen, the two ladies said they didn't see her walk out either. So that's what I'm saying. When no one was paying attention, I didn't even notice it.
They were. They may be
so they
telling
just
you
lied.
that.
Okay.
Right, because here's the thing. They know
Oh, well,
from when she got caught stealing before, doing the same thing. So as soon as she walked in, they're like, she's still.
So y'all judging me from the long time ago.
So not that long ago, they know about it. They remember it. So that's why they were watching her from the get-go. And she absolutely, I got all that. The question is, you know what I mean? Is she lying or telling the truth about?
No,
about you being involved with paying for all of this stuff. So, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna identify you. You provide me your identification because I'm doing an investigation.
Okay. I can tell you my ID is at the police department because I just got out of jail.
I'm here. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I can positively identify you, I'm just gonna put you as an involved party. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. You're saying that you're going to communicate with her for her to come in and pay for stuff because your card isn't working.
No, I was calling her. So, because I didn't see her. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't paying attention. Me and the guy was having a conversation about accents because the other lady had an accent and we was talking about how people make jokes about it.
But am I understanding more or less?
Yeah, so
that you were trying to get a hold of her so
I
she
was
could
just
come
literally
pay
calling
for
her
the
phone when you walked in.
Right.
So
she is saying she doesn't have a way to pay for all that stuff because you were paying.
She might be a little slow. She might not really understand what I'm saying.
What's your last name, love? All right. First name?
Shantavia, SHUNTAVIA.
Well, here's the thing. She started loading stuff in the car, and what I don't want is someone hopping in the car.
6 to 8, I just got back to my car.
She loaded a few things in the car. But, I mean, we walked up. She was walking out. We were trying to make contact. She walked right into the car, started loading stuff up. So I turned the car off. Yes. Yeah. Before.
Did she tell you about to turn the car off?
After he turned it off, she was like upset they got turned off. But here's the thing. I've got, from a cop's perspective, I have a suspect's vehicle running, and I'm like, well, that's real fast from hop in the vehicle and try to drive away. So I got you. But so like a normal thing we do is go.
Oh God! No.
I've got your keys.
Yeah, it's a push
now you're free to go. Well, I see that, but it's also not normal for people to be like, I'm driving a car and I got no way to turn on and off. So.
No. Oh God.
So you are free to leave, but what I can't have you do.
Can he come here? Can he provide?
So here's the thing. No, I'm gonna just tell you, like, there's pieces to this. Okay. Her, you, and the car, separate pieces, and the merchandise. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you. You are free to go.
Yes, sir.
And that means I'm just not controlling your movements. You're like, peace out. I want to leave. Okay, you're free to go now because I've identified you and I can put you in my report. If you were like, I ain't, I'd be like, well, guess what? You're not free to go. But you're free to go. The only caveat to that is you cannot interfere with my investigation of her. Okay, so you can't be like talking to her or doing anything like that. Let me get this stuff, I guess, on the car. When I'm done with her, she's either coming out of handcuffs and leaving, or she's going to jail. I got to figure that out. So at that point, if she's out of handcuffs, then y'all go do whatever. The car is part of the scope because she started putting stuff in the car, but that doesn't necessarily take long for me to go, all right, what is your stuff? What do we see her put in there? Is there anything else in here that looks like it's merchandise from Target? That's the extent of my interest.
One thing that was in the car.
Another thing that got our interest is the car is parked right now in 2 handicapped parking spaces, and nobody here has a disability. So
I think the decals is in the car.
But
I don't. That's what I don't.
But you see what I'm saying?
I
now,
understand what you're saying.
if you rolled out, you know what I mean, and
well,
you
my feet are
had
killing me. They got a swell right now.
well, my feet are killing me too. But that doesn't
that's
mean.
not a disability.
Anyways,
I know.
so there's a possibility that we're just dealing with she illegally parked in a handicap
so
spot.
We're not gonna get a ticket or anything.
Oh no, she may. You ain't.
For being in 2 parking
You ain't.
spots.
She might. Old knucklehead here parked in blocking 2 handicap spots when she's fine. That's kind of messed up. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Let me see. Get her ID'd. I've ID'd her and I told her she's free to go. She wants to know other stuff.
Shamika Wilson.
Is there an I in there somewhere? Because you spelled Shemka. That's
12-292.
Shemka Wilson.
12-292. All right. Should I just call you Jane Doe? Is that how you want me to call you, Jane Doe?
Shemka?
No, sir.
That's your name? Wilson?
Shamika Wilson.
Well, the way you spelled it is
It's just
Shemka.
hard. I'm aggravated. Like, I'm just...
Okay, you're aggravated.
I'm ready
But
to
you're
go.
giving him a last name. Because I know you've been arrested before, or I'm sorry, date of birth. So when I look up just a female with your date of birth, with a last name that begins with W, there is 0.
What was the Sharika?
So you got a different last name.
Shakiria. Look up this name, Rob. So here's the deal. This is how it works. If you continue to conceal your identity from us until we get to the jail, and then we find out who you are when we get to the jail because we scan your fingerprints, and they tell us, yeah, this is so-and-so. We arrest you for... Stop! Are you kidding me right now? Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Not me like that. Don't me like that. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, because you got warrants.
No, I don't. I just don't want to go to jail. Y'all was going to be nasty. Y'all was going to let me go.
Now you're going in the car. You gotta be kidding me right now. Unbelievable.
Y'all let me go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. My baby's home. Baby's home.
Stop. I got her, Rob. I got her. Okay. Hold on.
I don't want to go to jail.
That was ridiculous. What are you doing? All right. Please have.
Unbelievable. No, I haven't patted her down yet.
Now we're going to be extra careful.
Can you please untwist these? They tied my thing up. Let me give me bleed.
Okay,
Oh
they are actually quite loose.
No, they're not. They're hot. I'm twisting it.
No, you can actually like freely move this wrist around.
This is hurt.
I believe it's not comfortable, but I just checked it, and there is nothing there that is going to cause injury. It's just uncomfortable. All right, please have a seat in the car. Trey. Will you get back over to that white SUV that she ran from? Our Tari's over there. Hey, man. It's like Reno 911 out here.
I want to go to jail, sir. I promise I didn't want to go to jail.
I believe you don't want to go to jail.
I want to go to jail because my baby is so hungry. My baby is so hungry.
All right, so I'm about to drive you to jail.
Why?
You're going to get charged with resisting, okay, and a theft charge.
Why theft charge?
Well, for leaving the store without paying for things.
It wasn't that. Like, I was leaving the store with that.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm going to note in my report what you're telling me, okay? But the evidence suggests that it was a predetermined interest to steal this stuff, to take it without paying for it. But that's what it looks like, more than likely, like by far to me. So because of that, I'm going to write that this is my interpretation of the evidence, was that you were purposefully taking this stuff without paying. Okay?
You got a number for me? You have to go get a can of milk.
No, I'm not going to do that. I got you. There's a big difference between when someone says, can we make some phone calls, and everyone is being cooperative. But the fact that my buddy had to run across the parking lot, and we're worried that you're going to get hit by a car, like the stress involved in that.
Because I didn't want to go to jail.
I understand that, but that changes.
I didn't want to go to jail.
That changes the extra things I'll do to be nice. Okay?
What we just witnessed is a textbook example of how small decisions can snowball into serious legal consequences. At the center of this case is one key issue: intent. In theft investigations, especially retail theft, it's not just about whether items left the store unpaid. It's about whether there was a deliberate plan to avoid paying. And here, that's exactly what law enforcement believed they were seeing. Let's break it down. The suspect exited the store with merchandise that had been scanned but not paid for. That alone raises immediate red flags. In most retail environments, once you pass the point of sale without completing payment, it can legally be considered theft, even if you claim you intended to return and pay later. The officer made this point very clearly. Normal shopping behavior doesn't involve loading unpaid items into a car. Now layer in the inconsistencies. The suspect claimed her friend was paying. The friend, however, gave a different version, saying she was only paying for certain items. Then we hear about Cash App transfers, a frozen bank account, and confusion over who was responsible for what. These contradictions don't just create doubt, they strengthen probable cause. From an investigative standpoint, when stories don't align, officers are trained to assume deception may be involved. Another critical moment: the attempted flight. When the suspect runs, everything changes. Even if there was still ambiguity about the theft, fleeing from law enforcement introduces a completely separate charge: resisting arrest without violence. And that's exactly what happened here. The officer even explains it. Cooperation can lead to leniency, but resistance escalates the situation instantly. There's also the bigger picture. The officer references prior incidents and a known pattern of behavior. While that alone doesn't prove guilt in this case, it absolutely influences how seriously the situation is treated. Loss prevention teams track repeat offenders, and when someone matches a known method, like scanning items without paying, it raises the stakes significantly. In the end, the court's decision reflects all of these factors combined. The value of the merchandise, over $1,400, pushes this into grand theft territory, which carries much heavier penalties than petty theft. Add in the resisting charge, and the outcome becomes even more severe: jail time, probation, and a mandatory anti-theft course. So here's the real question for you. Do you think this was a misunderstanding that spiraled out of control? Or was this a deliberate attempt that just didn't go as planned? And if you were in that situation, would you have handled it differently? Cases like this are a powerful reminder that intent, behavior, and reaction all matter, especially under pressure. One wrong move can turn suspicion into charges, and charges into convictions. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.